That's the difference experience makes. Jacobian tires, because everyone deserves justice.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Fairplex Pomona. Exercise with low wind. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and one day only. New 2025 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Fairplex Pomona. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
NBC4 News at 11 a.m. starts with breaking news.
Breaking news in Mission Hills. Police have just taken a pursuit suspect into custody. NBC4's Julia Dang is live for us in News Chopper 4. Julia.
Annabelle, what a relief. This one came to an end without anybody getting hurt. You can see LAPD officers still here with the pursuit vehicle, this dark-colored sedan. This did not go on for very long. It started with LAPD Van Nuys division in pursuit just about 20 minutes ago. It came up Sepulveda, never got on the freeway, and then shortly after it turned east onto Devonshire. LAPD did a pit maneuver, and you can see they were successful. They stopped this car right here past Arleta Avenue, and after a brief standoff, the driver, the only person in this car, decided to get out and surrender. He's now in the back of one of these squad cars. We did see officers taking a backpack out of the pursuit vehicle. Still unclear what the want was, but let me show you the traffic in the area now. If you are coming south down Arleta Avenue, you cannot turn onto Devonshire. You can see where they're redirecting traffic from Devonshire onto Arleta Avenue, so definitely avoid this area if you're driving up here in Mission Hills. We're live in News Chopper 4. Back to you.
All right, good to know. Julia Dang, thank you so much for that. And we're following more breaking news in the Menendez brothers' bid for freedom. A last-ditch legal challenge to Eric and Lyle's murder convictions has failed. NBC4's investigative reporter Eric Leonard broke the story this morning. He just picked up some new documents at the courthouse, and he joins us live from our News Operations Center. Eric, what does the ruling mean for Eric and Lyle's future now?
Well, keep in mind, this is from a different L.A. Superior judge than the judge we were covering earlier this year who resentenced the brothers and made them eligible for parole. The denial of their habeas corpus petition here follows 2 years of legal arguments that the brothers said should win them a new trial. L.A. Superior Court Judge William C. Ryan writing that purported new evidence brought into court by defense lawyers for Eric and Lyle Menendez just doesn't meet the legal standard for granting the brothers' requests for hearings and ultimately a new trial. Judge Ryan wrote, "The petition for writ of habeas corpus is denied." Now, this habeas petition was filed back in 2023. It asked the court to overturn their convictions for the 1989 murders of their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. The brothers argued in this petition that they were sexually abused as children by their father and said a newly discovered letter that could corroborate that information, along with a statement from a former member of the band Menudo that he was also abused by Jose Menendez, would have changed the outcome of the murder trial. The ruling this week denying that petition says even if jurors heard all of that, it would do nothing to undermine the proof that the brothers carried out a premeditated murder by lying in wait to ambush their parents. Last month, 2 parole panels denied parole to Eric and Lyle, deciding that the prison rule violations and some other factors made them unsuitable for release. Both brothers were denied parole for 3 years. They could get parole hearings sooner than that. And then their last path to freedom would be if California Governor Gavin Newsom grants their request for clemency, meaning the governor could just erase the remainders of their sentences. But so far, the governor's office hasn't indicated what might happen with those requests. Now, in the last few minutes, Lyle Menendez responded to our reporting this morning about the denial, posting on social media, "The fight continues." And then he characterized the judge's reasoning here as mental gymnastics. We've also reached out to their legal team and the LA County District Attorney's Office for their thoughts. We'll let you know what they have to say a little later on today. Back to you in the studio.
All right, looking forward to it. Eric, thank you so much for that. A man accused of killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk is set to appear in court for the first time since being arrested. This, of course, comes as the Senate Judiciary Committee is grilling FBI Director Kash Patel over his handling of this investigation. Let's get to NBC4's Conan Nolan. He's tracking the latest for us in the newsroom. Conan.
That's right. We're expecting a news conference any second now. We have a shot of the podium. This is Utah County. That's Provo, Utah. This is going to be an announcement, apparently, of the charges that have been filed or will be filed later today prior to the video hearing. As we will see the suspect for the first time. Not sure if the governor is going to appear here, Governor Spencer Cox. We have heard from law enforcement officials and state prosecutors who will be filing the formal charges in the case against Tyler Robinson, who is shot, apparently, accused of shooting political activist Charlie Kirk. 3 charges, we understand, will be filed. One of them, aggravated murder, which makes him eligible for the officials say that 22-year-old Tyler Robinson will appear by video link from that special housing unit at the Utah County Jail in Provo. From the start of the search, the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, said that capital punishment was on the table for whoever was responsible for the murder of 31-year-old free speech advocate and co-founder of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk. Washington Post has an article today saying that the suspect in this case had actually sent out text messages to some of his friends saying that something big was going to happen at Utah Valley University on Wednesday, and to be on the lookout for that. Once again, though, we're still looking for a motive. We also understand that there will be possibly some federal charges that will be announced perhaps at this news conference that will take place momentarily. We also understand that among the search warrants have been seeking a number of multiple electronic devices that the suspect owned. They're trying, we understand, to get into those devices to figure out sort of a digital footprint on what he was writing about, what he was saying, for them to give any clear identification as to a motive. Now, once again, the Washington Post reporting that he had on social media texted that something big was going to happen. The governor of Utah also said that there was an individual who lived with the suspect. That person has been cooperating with police and said they had no idea what was about to happen. But once again, this news conference should unveil more information as to exactly what the case is going forward against Tyler Robinson in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Back to you.
All right, a developing story. Conan Nolan, thank you so much for that. And in the meantime, we will continue to follow this story on air and online. As you heard Conan say, we are expecting a press conference any minute now. When that happens, we will bring that to you live. We're going to be posting live updates throughout the day right now on our NBC LA website and app. You can read more about senators grilling the FBI's Kash Patel over the Kirk shooting investigation. All right. New this morning, a legal victory for the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A judge in New York dismissed state terrorism charges against Luigi Mangione. The judge said there was not enough evidence that Mangione intended to coerce and intimidate. The judge did keep second-degree murder charges. Mangione still faces federal charges and other state charges in Pennsylvania. He's pleaded not guilty to all of the charges. And you hear them there. A crowd of people supporting Mangione gathered outside the courthouse while the hearing was underway. They cheered when they heard the news of state terrorism charges being dropped. Well, when you think of Hollywood legends, Robert Redford comes to mind. And today we're hearing the actor and Oscar-winning director who sailed to Hollywood has died. His representative tells NBC4 he died this morning at his home in Utah, surrounded by loved ones at the age of 89. NBC's Joe Fryer looks back at the life and legacy of the Hollywood icon.
Introducing Robert Redford.
From the start,
Okay, Pop, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry.
he was captivating.
You're very nearly perfect.
It's a rotten thing to say.
For more than half a century, Robert Redford mesmerized us with some of Hollywood's most unforgettable characters.